Hi, welcome to my channel, KTB Warbow KTB Archery, formerly KTB IOM. I'm still getting used to the name change. It's a Saturday, November again, 22nd November. Tomorrow the weather's going to be rain again, so today was dry. We've had a couple of days of lots of rain, so I thought today I would, oh no, not rain, cold, frosty weather. So today I thought I'd just come and do a bit more practice. Also had some more feedback and thoughts on the expression to push the high mountain and to pull the tiger's tail. So, and this is about the push and pull of the Korean bow. So when you push the high mountain, you push with the palm of your hand, the base of your palm, into the bow, and this is sorry. This is to do with the grip. So let me just grab. So when you grip, you want to grip so that the finger's running on the side with your index, and then it's pinky, ring, and middle finger holding the bow. You tuck the index out of the way, and the thumb just rests there. But these two fingers don't have any participation on the bow. And the idea is that when you push, you're creating torque by pushing the bow at an angle. You don't hold the bow straight, you're holding it at an angle. So when you push the high mountain, you push, the focus of your foot should be on the palm of your hand, or the base of your palm, and that's how you push with the bow. Which then brings us to the second half of it, to pull the tiger's tail. So in my last video, I had a couple of interpretations that I've been looking online. One of them was that you pull firmly, with resolve, so that you don't have any collapse. But that only kind of goes, explains half of it. The other one was talking about the hand moving back as if it was the tail of a tiger balancing on the attack. And again, that doesn't quite give you the whole story. And then from a Korean friend of mine who shoots KTA, he explained that, the fifth Dan masters kind of explained the same thing with regard to a towel. So this is the only one I've got here at the moment. I was hoping to get a piece of rope, but the towel will do. And they said that you pull the string and you hold it as if holding a tiger's tail. And if you think about a tiger's tail, it's like a cord, but it's furry and slippery and smooth. So imagine if this is a tiger's tail and I'm holding and I'm about to draw. So when you release, you should still be maintaining tension on your draw hand. And as you release, it's as if it just slips through your fingers whilst maintaining tension, and also using your back tension for that effect. So you don't pull with your hand, you're pulling with your back tension, and as you release, the tail slips through your fingers, the tension, the force that you're applying with your shoulders goes back, and your hand just follows the path naturally. So imagine, if you have a cat, you probably know what I mean. When you stroke a cat and you just gently sort of stroke the tail and let it slip through your fingers. So that should be the idea. You're not jerking or letting go, but you're maintaining tension throughout until it escapes. And I think that's the key to the expression, to push the high mountain and to pull the tiger's tail. So with that in mind, I was going to do a bit of practice today. I've got the 75 YMG. Again, I'm trying to focus on weight, and the 85 YMG. So I'm going to do some warm up with the 75 and then move on to the 85 to do a bit of practice. And again, I've got my bottle target set up. So I'm going to try and shoot, and I'm going to try and apply to push the high mountain and to pull the tiger's tail. So this is all a learning experience for me. This is all trial and error. I am no master. I am no coach. You know, copy me at your own peril. But if you follow me, you know, we'll both learn at the same time. So I think it's quite late in the day actually. It's 14, 22, 23. We might have just about an hour of daylight left before it gets dark. So it'll be a short session today. But just warm up my back, my shoulders. I've done a few practice shots. They've been okay. My only concern is my wrist. We were doing some shopping and picking up some heavy things, and I think I've sprained my wrist by holding things. But the funny thing is, it hurts when I'm like gripping tight things or turning or twisting things, but it doesn't hurt when I'm using the bow. So it must be a different kind of angle. Or maybe it's because I'm applying pressure with my arm and not necessarily my wrist. So maybe that's a good sign. So anyway, let's practice some shooting and see how I get on. And the other thing I wanted to do is just check the angle of my elbow. Oh, it's starting to rain now. Let's see how long it can get. The other thing I wanted to do is check the angle of my elbow. In the past, I've been trying to shoot more accurately by holding the arrow at eye level. But the problem with that is that it creates a pain in this part of my shoulder arm because it's stretching something and I can't move my elbow further any back. But if I come lower to elbow height, I can then move this further back. And when I've been looking at KTA archers, even though they've got this style, the draw hand is always at shoulder height. It's never higher. So I'm going to try shooting at shoulder height. So yeah, we had some rain forecast this afternoon for about 4 or 5 o'clock, but it seems to be coming early. So, well, anyway, let's try a session and see what happens. Oh, well, that was good. I'm not going to reset it because I don't know how much rain we're going to have, so I'm just going to keep going. But that felt good. Let's try and aim for that arrow, although I don't want to hit it. Oh, that went a bit too low. I was trying to lower my elbow, and I think I didn't compensate with my bow arm. Oh, that was good. Oh, that went a bit sideways. So this is the last arrow, and then we'll reset and shoot a bit more. Actually, I need to get my stance ready. I'm sideways. So, got my feet at 2 o'clock. So, go again. And that's it. Right, let me reset that and we'll do a bit of shooting. Okay, bottles reset, arrows back in the quiver. Let's try again. To push the high mountain and pull the tiger's tail. Bit low. Oh, nearly. Good line. Oh, bit of a bounce on that one. That wasn't too bad. So last arrow now. Oh, that one went a bit low. Let's reset and pick up. So here we are with the 85 and the annoying bit of leather that just peels off. I need to glue that. There is quite a bit of a step between the 75 and the 85. And I was looking at the my footage from last week, and I could see that I wasn't drawing it fully to full draw to the 32 inches, and B, I was collapsing just before release. So hence the so that's something I need to work on, and hence the pulling the tiger's tail. I need to maintain constant pressure through the release and expand. Whereas what I noticed last week, I was drawing back and then aiming, and at that point I was collapsing a little bit just before the release. It didn't seem to affect the accuracy so much. I mean, I'm not, looking at 10 out of 10, but it's something to work on. I want to be able to maintain the draw for a bit longer and with a bit more control. That's the oh, a bit of glue coming off. That's my goal at the moment. So let's try shooting the 85. This is my first time today with the 85. I haven't done any warm-ups with the 85, so let's see how we go on. And I expect the first ones to be a bit harder. But this is the funny thing with bows. When you start shooting a heavier bow, when you go down to pick up a bow of lesser weight. So if I go back to the 75 after shooting this one, the 75 will feel like butter compared to this one, because your body gets used. I forgot what the term was. Neuro something. It's basically your brain activating, like turning the dial up on the amount of cells that you activate through your nerve system in your muscles to achieve a task. So, and I think I said this before. I think most of us operate on a 20% basis. It's for most of things that we do, and that we don't need any exertion. You don't need to sort of pull any heavy loads. But once you start doing lifting something heavy, your brain needs to recalibrate and give you more access to the power that you already have that you're not using. And this is where training with heavy bows kind of lifts up that setting a bit by bit, to the point that once you've shot, after I shoot this one for a bit, if I move down to the 75 or any other bow, you're still expecting 85, but then you'll be pulling 75, and that extra 10%, will just, feel like much easier. So anyway, enough waffle. I waffle enough as it is. Let's shoot this 85 and see what happens. And this gets me a bit, this bow. Anyway, here we go. Oh, well, that was a hit. And I think I broke the stick as well. And the stick's still standing, so it reminds me of these katana makiwara cuttings where you cut it and it's still kind of standing. But I'm going to reset the bottle and try again. Just a minute. I thought I'd just show you. So I did split the the branch. So this would have been somehow there. There's this chunk missing, or you can actually see where the arrow went through. There's an arrow-shaped hole here that split the trunk right in the center. So that's quite handy, because when I run out of these, I'll just be able to start shooting at sticks like I've seen some people do. And wow, you can see the channel through there actually, where the arrow's gone. So right, I'm going to reset this, or try and find another stick, and I'll come back.